focus today in practice?
Well, today was a light day, more about the mental reps and the physical reps, and then we'll kind of amp it back up tomorrow and do a little bit more short, real crisp, full speed workout tomorrow. So
like full pads tomorrow?
No, just in helmets, but we'll go, 25, 30 plays hard, just to kind of amp the central nervous system back up again. So today was more of a mental day, and then we'll kind of, recovery day, and then tomorrow we'll kind of start bringing it back to game speed for Saturday. That's the idea.
How quickly does their offense go? Is it analogous to you guys?
Yeah, I know it varies. I mean, part of it is it's hard to tell based on the film that we have. I know at times they go fast. I know at times they don't. I think it just varies depending on what the situation is and what's going on.
Because talking with their head coach, I mean, he said he's kind of used the same watchwords, basketball on grass and finding open space, and
yeah.
I mean it seems like he's kind of using the same buzzwords you guys.
Yeah. I mean, I think we share the same philosophy. I mean, I really do. I think their offense is really similar to ours. The thing that makes them a little different is there's a little of an option element in what they do offensively that's a little bit of a pain. And then the quarterback run game stuff. The quarterback's a good runner and, a very able runner, and anytime you have a guy that can run around back there and throw it, it's a pain.
Last year you weren't able to substitute freely at certain positions on defense. What's the philosophy going to be this year with more depth?
Yeah, we'd like to play more guys, and we just think we have enough people to play where there's not a drop-off, and we have some young guys we'd like to get into the ball game, and we did a lot last year, when we had more healthy bodies. Until we started running out of people, we had a hard time. We did a pretty good job of substituting early, and then as the season progressed, we had a hard time doing it. This year, again, we think we have enough depth. Hopefully we can hold up and stay healthy, and we're going to play a number of people on offense, a number of people on defense, and we're trying to get the talented young players in our program some game experience, and and get them ready. And only way you really find out how they're going to react is put them in those situations and see how they react. And so we'll put them in situations on Saturday and see how they respond. And I have confidence they'll respond well, but you never know till you put somebody out there and see how they handle it.
What kind of challenge did you kind of give Brian Farley at the beginning of the offseason to kind of? Well,
we just told him. We just said, the football team needs you. And just said, hey, we need you to be a good football player for us. You're capable. We need you to jump in with both feet and really focus on becoming a good player and gain some weight and strength and work hard in the off season and in the weight room and just become a tough, hard-nosed football player. And he did, and we expect him to play very well. I have a lot of confidence in him, and I think that he'll be a really good player for us.
Tom Riddell said yesterday that there's been some change at punt return. Do you still plan to find a spot for Noah to get in there on a regular basis?
Yeah. I think Conavai will probably get back there Saturday at some point. You don't want a true freshman's first college football play to be a punt return necessarily. So we'll see how the game plays out and what happens, but he'll be back there at some point.
What's the plan with Chase this Saturday?
I don't know. It's going to depend on the game. It's going to always kind of depend on the game, how it goes, and we'd like to play him. We'd like to play him a lot as the year rolls through, but we'll just kind of see how it goes.
Is Hawkins going to be?
Yeah. Jalen will play. Yeah, Jalen will play. He missed about 10 days there, and he's a little bit behind, but he's very athletic. He's everything we thought he was going to be, and he's had a little bit of a shoulder, but he's much better now than he has been, and we anticipate him being full go on Saturday, and and I think he'll play.
Even if things were kind of closer on Saturday, how many freshmen would you expect to be in there?
I don't know. I don't know how it's going to play out. I would expect 8 to 10 guys would play because they're starters or backups on special teams. So at least you have a good idea how many guys are going to play on teams, and then go from there.
You have your gunner assigned?
What's that?
You have your gunner assigned on coverage?
Yeah. You talking about our punt guys?
Yeah.
Well, we're going to play about 5 different guys.
Okay.
That'll cover punts for us. It'll be the ends. We'll probably start Joe Willis, but Cam Walker will be there. Deron Brown will be there. Kari Vanderbilt will be there. Jalen Hawkins could potentially be there. Conavai could be there. We've got a number of guys that could play those positions for us.
So is Pyatt pretty much still the only guy that?
Yeah. Pyatt would be probably the only guy I can think of that'll be off. Probably won't play Saturday.
Isaiah too.
Yeah, Tongalava. Yep, Tongalava.
About a month or so.
Yeah. They're saying 3 weeks.
Broken toe.
Yeah.